Hey guys, how are you? It's Max Powers, in case anyone forgot who I am. It's been a long, long time. Um, I am still hiding in the Corona bunker, but it's New Year's Eve, and I thought I cooked myself a nice meal um, and maybe go online to see if there was any new videos, and no one else is live, so I thought, what the heck? Why not go live? I can't see that screen. I can't see the camera. Here we go. This feels much better with my glasses on, so bear with me. I know there's a glare. Um, I'll give it a minute, see if anyone comes on. There's a bit of a delay. If you are out there, please type something in so I know you're there. Let me know where you're from, what you're up to. Um, and I'm just hanging out. New Year's Eve, uh, you know, put on, it's kind of a tuxedo. I know this isn't a black tie, but it's a cool tie, so I put it on anyway. Um, Dressed up, cooked myself a good meal, opened a nice bottle of wine. Um, Basically, just gonna usher out the shit year that we all just had, and really just hope for something better next year. Um, didn't go really bigfooting much at all in the past year. March 7th was the last time that I went out. Um, I think it was the 7th. It might have been the 8th. And that was a big day. And I haven't put any videos up about that. But I don't know how to do it without sounding, um, I don't know, like I drank some Kool-Aid or something. So at some point, I will put a video up about that. I'm working on it. I've got some issues with memory, not my memory, although my memory sucks, but memory on my computer and videos and um, everything just takes up so damn much room on it. I've got 3 terabytes of memory, yet for some reason, the way this Mac works and because of all the information new video holds, uh, I just get a little spinning rainbow wheel a lot. I think a lot of it is because when I'm out in the woods, I send my videos straight up to the iCloud. And when I go to get it back, I'm getting so much of it back that it's just too much for the computer to handle. I don't actually know. I'm trying to figure it out. It's been an issue for a while. I will figure it out. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would like to put videos up about my last time out. I had some camera issues. Um, I guess I'll tell you the whole story since there's no one popping in to say hello. So basically, back on March 7th, it might have been the 8th. I'm not even sure anymore. I used to know. In fact, the day it all happened, um, Chris Connors from Trail to Bigfoot had put a video up talking about interesting things that were happening. I think this was before the Mark Barton update that he gave. So on that day, it was a snowy winter day, and I went out to my usual spot in the woods, and I had a slew of not so much Bigfoot experiences, but of paranormal experiences, I would say. Now, are they the same thing? Some would say yes. A lot of Bigfooters would shake their head and go, no, 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 no. And so I really, myself, don't know. Did I see a large, hairy, bipedal hominin walking through the woods that day? No, I did not. Did I find footprints? No, I did not. Did I find structures in the woods? Yeah, no, I did not. But I had things happen that Mark Barton from, I believe it's my last video now. I don't think there's been another one since then. But anyway, the interview with Mark from Trail to Bigfoot. Again, I'm scanning a computer over here, and I know my camera's over here, and I apologize for that, but it's the easiest setup I could come up with. But this was Boots on the Ground with Barb is there. Hello, Boots on the Ground with Barb. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm finally seeing that. I can't type and talk at the same time, right? But I was trying to tell people, because no one was out there listening, Barb, basically that weird stuff happened back in March. So Chris from Trail to Bigfoot put a video up there talking about more of the paranormal side of Bigfoot, which he doesn't usually or didn't at the time do. And I made a comment on his video telling about all the things that happened. This video, or that comment on his video, spurred him to be like, I don't know if he texted me or called me, but he said, hey, listen, Max, we got to talk. He might have made the comment there, and then we got in touch later. But weird stuff happened, bizarre stuff. I had the gamut of paranormal Bigfoot experiences. I had already done the interview with Mark. So I knew there were other people out there having these experiences, but on that particular day, I just had a lot of them. So my next video, I will put up not only the video, the raw video that I shot that day, which is an awful lot. So I'll probably do it in 15 to 20-minute segments. But I'll tell what happened. Right now, while we wait for people, hello, Catherine Schmall. I was wondering how you're doing. I always peek at your site. I'm great. My life is good. I'm just stuck in a damn Corona bunker like the rest of the world. So, but thanks for checking in. Talking about weird experiences I had in the woods and kind of trying to celebrate an odd new year. And hopefully I'll be able to get back out in the woods coming this spring. This is the end of my glass of wine from dinner. There's not much more than a glass or two of wine in me these days. So I was talking about what happened in the woods that day, March 7th. And boy, I got the weird stuff. The first thing that happened was I recorded before I went in the woods. I'm sorry, deleted it. Happy New Year. I don't know what you deleted, but oh, maybe are you talking about Chris deleted it? He did. He took them down. I understand his reasoning. But I am supportive of that. The only thing is that a lot of the stuff that happened, I used to go back to my comments on that just so that I would know exactly what. I didn't write it down anywhere else. I just wrote it on his comments because it had just happened. I just came in from there. He put the video up. I went on and told him. So I had things like missing time. Oh, I started talking about how I went into the woods, and I filmed a segment before I went in the woods, and there was audio. Allison Downey, hello from Canada. Hello to Canada. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody else. If Boots on the Ground with Barb is still there, Catherine Schmall. Glad you guys are here. Not much else for me to do in the bunker tonight, so thanks for coming. Robin Lynn Griffith, how are you? Thanks for coming. I can't believe that people are showing up. This is good. Happy New Year to everybody. So yeah, talking about weird stuff that happens with Bigfoot. And my biggest problem with why I haven't put one up, a video about all this stuff up, is because how do we talk about that? There are people out there who talk about that. And it worries me. Let me ask you guys out there who are watching. Thanks for missing me, Robin. Appreciate it. I'm still around. I'm not out looking for Bigfoot. And who wants to watch me sitting in a basement doing nothing? So anyway, looking to get out camping. I think actually in a couple of weeks I'm going to try and head south for a week or two and just get out in the woods because I haven't been for so long. But having trouble holding a thought, that's a whole different story now. Patrick Noble, how are you? Wow, all kinds of people coming on. Is there any questions, anything you want to talk about? Because I was just going to talk about random stuff until people came on. Anybody else having paranormal? Oh, thanks, Patrick. I used to have to wear a tux on occasion, and New Year's is a good occasion, especially when we talk about getting rid of 2020. So, yeah, so got that going. Don't have a guest to invite on. If anyone would like to come on, I could probably send you a link. I got to figure out how to do that from where I'm sitting. Central Florida Bigfoot. Wow, how are you? North County Bigfoot. How are you, buddy? I haven't seen you in a long time. Haven't talked to you in a long time. So let's see. Central Florida Bigfoot. Last time we talked was on someone else's broadcast, just in the comments. And we were talking about tree twists. That's a conversation that we'll have to have at a later date. Let's see. Unless you want to do it now, but Central Florida Bigfoot. Lewis, you're still crazy. Excuse me. Confusing all the people in my chat. But I did see, North County's up there. He's Lewis. There we go. God, my brain is a dark and scary place. So it's New Year's, right? you gotta dress for New Year's. Had a couple twin fillets, little teeny ones, but hey, they were good. Cooked myself a nice meal. So yeah, anybody have any subjects they'd like to talk about? Okay, well then. Anyone having odd paranormal experiences in the woods that involve things other than what may be a large That's a question that I don't haven't answered. North County Bigfoot says I'm looking great. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I have a good filter on, apparently. Patrick Noble, did you get a new camper? No. Having some issues with my rooftop tent. I keep falling out of it, trying to set it up. So I'm working on a trailer to tow behind me with the tent on top of that. Hopefully that'll be a better situation. North County Bigfoot's asking me what I'm drinking. This is a lovely California Cabernet, all California grapes, none of that Washington stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Let's see. Central Florida Bigfoot. Any experience or action with lasers in the woods? No. It would be an interesting thing to do. I used to have a laser pointer, and I had a dog that was trained by the local sheriff's department. He was laser trained by a guy from the sheriff's department. And so I had this pointer, and I could point this laser pointer at things, and the dog would literally tear it apart. So if I pointed a laser pointer at a pillow, the dog would tear that pillow apart. It was just a friend of the family who would stop by on occasion, and he literally trained my dog to do this stuff. So if dogs can be laser trained and are interested in it and can see it, I'd be very interested to see what could be out there with Bigfoot. Allison Downey is sick with a cold. Yeah, I hope it's a cold. I'm sorry to say that, but I hope it is a cold. I'm not the coronavirus. Vitamin D apparently would be good. So they say vitamin C and vitamin C. Vitamin C and that alphabet thing gets me every time. Let's see. Yeah, Robin, I'd love to talk to you about that. I'm so skittish about opening up about paranormal experiences in the woods, but I'm planning on doing a big video about that. Mostly because, yeah, people don't believe you. But the number of researchers, like my last video was the interview with Mark, number of researchers out there who are having these experiences, especially people who go out in the woods a lot and who are out in the woods for long periods and who've been doing it for a while. There seems to be something going on. Are we opening ourselves up to something? Is it Bigfoot? I don't know. I've got a bug. How can there be a bug? It's freezing outside. But a bug came in. So, what other questions? Laser pointers trying it this weekend. Yeah, I would love to know, Central Florida Bigfoot, more about the laser pointer thing and how you plan on working that. North County Bigfoot. Who's pointing at you? Who's pointing at North County Bigfoot? I don't know. Oh, we've got new comments. I'm going to move things down. What's going on here? I don't know what that was. I don't know how I did that. Oh, that's how I did that. You learn new things every day. Oh, calcium, aside from C and D, and who knows how many other vitamins. Just eat healthy, stay healthy. You know, that's going to do it. Ooh, boots on the ground with Barb made prime rib. I had filet mignon. It was good. So, and I can't eat potatoes, so I had mashed cauliflower. It was okay. Put a little goat cheese in there, make it rich. You know, a little salt and pepper, a little balsamic glaze drizzled over the top. It's good. So, Central Florida Bigfoot. Too late to talk about what you're going to do with your laser pointer. Oh yeah, it's early out there, you Californians. Bye, Robin. I hope your prime rib is yummy. So, yeah. So I started talking about these paranormal experiences the last time I was out in the woods. I haven't been out since. Um, Boots on the ground. Barb made loaded cauliflower. Um, Cauliflower is not loaded, but by the bottom of this glass, who knows? I might be. Um, let's see. So yeah, a few people out there. I'm glad to see these are like big names and Bigfooters that are out here, and that's good. I like the fact that those people show up and like to talk about this stuff. Um, Central Florida Bigfoot. I am looking for an out and a place to camp in the middle of January. I don't know if I'll head that far down, but I may have to just to find a place that's warm enough to camp. Jimmy Wayne, Happy New Year. Allergic to potatoes? Oh, question mark on the end of that. Um, I am not allergic to potatoes. I'm on a special diet for my disease, which doesn't include gluten. And I know that we're not talking about gluten and potatoes, but I also have to stay away from nightshades and all kinds of crap. So I eat a pathetically boring diet. It's actually not. I can cook really good stuff on it. So let's see. Someone's asking about Bigfoot in Alberta. Are there any Bigfoot in Alberta? You bet there are Bigfoot in Alberta. Um, and I don't know who's from Alberta, but I would like to know. Oh, Patrick Noble, I know it's boring, but it's something to do other than watching Netflix again tonight. There'll be some new adventures, Patrick. I plan on heading out. I'm going to try and head out, like I said, in a couple weeks and go camping. Further south, I don't know. Maybe like North Carolina or so. Um, I just got to find a place that, you know, it's about 50 degrees, 45, 50. Those are good temperatures. I can handle that. I can't go to you know, I don't know. I can't go to Maine right now. It's too darn cold to camp. It's beautiful weather. I like it, but I can't go there to camp. Come to the Smokies. Yeah, actually, I'm looking at that. I was just looking at national parks and whatnot, and trying to find places where I can camp there. So if you know of any, Patrick Noble, let me know. Uh, North County Bigfoot is saying there's no Bigfoots, no such thing. It's all fake. LOL. It's all fake. Yeah, yeah. No, it's not. Been there, seen them. Let's see. Oh yeah, Central Florida. You go up to Georgia. I went through some great places between the Bigfoot Museum and so Expedition Bigfoot in wherever that is in Georgia. And I took, I don't know, some backroads route up to Asheville, and it was amazing. But I didn't have enough time to camp. So I would love to know where in Georgia, especially if we're around 40 degrees, 45 degrees, I could live with that. And spend a couple weeks alone in the woods. That'd be great. My son on Vancouver Island. My son is on Vancouver Island. Yeah, I hear there's big stuff going on Vancouver Island, Allison. I have never made it out that far. I would love to. I think I'll wait till my vaccination. Maybe if I get one, who knows? Let's see. North County Bigfoot. I haven't even been on here. Is that awful? If you can't go out in the woods, right, and you're a Bigfoot hunter, what are we all doing? And the only reason I say can't go out in the woods is My areas around here, I've found a lot of people are know that I'm out there looking, and once people know your area, the evidence you get is contaminated. Um, so haven't been out there. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and it just doesn't work. Black Rock, is it Rock? Black Rock Mountain, Central Florida? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay, you put that in there. Double Dog Dare Me. So, all right, we have to look into uh, gun laws, reciprocal gun laws between um, Massachusetts and Georgia, and see what goes on with that. NCBF. Okay. Yeah. Did North County Bigfoot? Did you put that video up? Is there a video up for that? Like I said, I haven't been on here looking. And North County Bigfoot, if you talk to our buddy SoCal, let SoCal know that I got his message back in, it was months ago now. He checked in on me and I appreciated it, but I just, at the time, wasn't in a position where I could get back to him. I was actually, he said, "You're not in the hospital, are you?" And I was, but I was good. I was just getting a treatment. And days went by and then life gets in the way. Let's see. Patrick Noble saying, "Get in touch with." Are you telling me to get in touch with Scott Carpenter? I don't think he'd like me politically. We're friends on Facebook. So, thank you for telling him, North County. I appreciate you passing that on. Um, yeah, I don't. We have mutual friends, but I don't actually know Scott Carpenter. Um, but yeah, if he knows someplace where I could go, is this Central Florida Bigfoot? I got to ask you, is this Black Rock Mountain? Is that in Georgia? And where in Georgia is it? Is it up by? Is it Blue Ridge? I'm trying to think of that whole area that I was in um, after leaving Expedition Bigfoot. And God, it was gorgeous and it was very squatchy. And I imagine it'd probably be pretty cold right now. Um, but that's all right. I'm from New England. I like the cold. Okay. Clayton, Georgia. Okay. I'll have to look that up. So, and you're double dog daring me. So that probably means that I'm going to get that shake in the middle of the night where your camper kind of goes. I hate that. Yeah, Central Florida. Have you ever had that? Have you had the camper shake? You used to have that. Was it a big airstream that you'd go out in? I 10 minutes from the Carolinas. Okay. Does that mean it's further east? You've never had the camper shaken? Oh, I hate that. I had one night up in the White Mountains in New Hampshire where I kept getting woken up because they were throwing stuff. And remember, I'm in a tent. And so they'd hit the top and roll off. And I thought it was pine cones or something. There wasn't a pine tree around. The next morning when I got up, there was gravel on a tabletop. So it rolled off the top of the tent and dropped to a tabletop. And I found gravel on the tabletop. But that night, now I'm 7 feet in the air, halfway up my tent. So like 9 feet in the air, maybe 10 feet. My tent starts poking in. which scared the crap out of me. I woke up like I was kind of dozing, saw it, woke up, swatted the side of the tent, going, you know how you do that wake up thing where you try and wake yourself up and go, too high for a deer. It was 10 feet up. Too gentle for a moose. But it was like a finger pointing in the side of my tent. Boom, boom. They do that, I hear. SoCal Forest Ninjas, buddy, how the hell are you? I've been locked in a bunker, dude. I haven't been on. I haven't been watching. I haven't been squatching. I haven't been doing anything. I apologize. But I was talking earlier about how you checked in, and you said, like, your check-in was like, "Hey, Max, I hope you're not in the hospital." And I was, but I was only getting a treatment. I wasn't like in the hospital. So, and then life just got away from me, and I didn't get back to you, and I apologize. So. Patrick Noble, that would be awesome. The poke in the side of the tent, it would be awesome, unless it happens right around the time you have that conversation that I had with Mark Barton, and then it gets scary as hell, and you do, you know, crazy stuff like lie there awake all night holding a shotgun in your hand. So, Happy New Year, SoCal. Thank you for coming. You know what, Lewis, about that being where your head is? Just this finger point that I'm talking about came in right where my head was, like right next to it. I was in the middle of the tent, so it was 2 feet away, but it was right there. So that's very interesting. I don't know how they know that. So, I that was the video where I had the walk with Bigfoot and all those people pointed. It was that night. So I had also seen, if you watch the end of the video, I had also seen a Bigfoot in the woods. Took a picture of it. It is arguable whether I took a picture of Bigfoot or a tree stump. And I haven't been able to get back to that campsite because it was closed the rest of that season because of quote unquote bears. So we'll see. God, dude, am I that white? It might just be a reflection from my shirt. I do have to get out of the bunker. I got nowhere to go right now. I got to stay in here. My odds of catching the disease are no greater than anyone else's. But if I get it, my odds of dying from it are it's. I have better chances of not dying from Russian roulette. Does that make any sense? So yeah. God, I wish like you guys could all talk to me because I can't hear you and I can't read well. You know, I can, but maybe heat sensory. I gotta scroll back to see if you made any other comments that are related to that. Oh, you're talking about why it's poking next to the head or why I'm pale. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that opens a whole other can of worms. Like, what are these things? Can they do those kind of things? You know? Dude, I don't even know how to send a link. North County, you're not here to tutor me. Yeah, all right, Jimmy Wayne, I appreciate that. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if they could do that. I just don't know. Here's my problem with those things is making a leap based on science. I don't know if there are other mammals that can sense heat. And then I wonder about the science, and I get too involved in that because then I would have to call some scientist somewhere and they get annoyed with me. Go to where it says, yeah, dude, are we looking at the same screen, Lewis? You always say that. Oh, you just go here. I have comments, I have banners, I have brand, I have private chat, I have settings, end broadcast, mute, stop cam mic. Oh, invite. Copy to clipboard. Oh, okay. Listen, here we go. I'm going to put this here. Copy to clipboard. Boom. Okay. Boom. Lewis, here you go. Or anyone else out there for that matter. Let's talk. SoCal, if you're out there. Ah, boom. It's probably dangerous because a million people now have that link. But come on, let's talk like human beings instead of me having to read. Ah, like, yeah, my bow tie's all screwed up. That's the problem with self-tie bow ties. The duck-billed platypus. Huh. That is very interesting to me. Thank you, Central Florida. I used to be fairly intelligent. I don't know what the hell happened. Central Florida, if you want to chat, feel free to grab that link as well. I haven't talked to you since I think that day that we talked on the phone for a while, other than in comments on videos. So this is like moving the wrong way. So, oh, here we go. Oh, how do I? Oh, here we go. Ah, brother, how
How
are
you
you?
doing, buddy?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're clicking. It's like you sound like an.
Huh?
Oh, there you go. All right,
You hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right.
How
How
are
you
you?
doing, buddy? Good.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm alive.
That's that's saying a lot,
Well, yeah, made it made it through all this shit. Most of it was just boredom.
Right. Right. Left to your own devices can be detrimental to your health for sure.
Oh, yeah, dude, just crazy, you know. And then
Yeah.
if I go out in the woods, there are like 100 other people out there on the same trail who are like, "Oh, hey," like right up in your face. So anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
so how
Well,
have you been?
oh, busy trying to survive like everyone else.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
That's
that's all anyone can do in this day and age. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, is it as bad as they say in
Yeah.
Southern California right now?
I just got out of the
Yeah.
shower. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like old times.
Now we got Lewis. Oh, we had Lewis.
Whoops. So I keep seeing like on my phone your videos coming up, new stuff going on out there with all your gang, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
haven't had a chance to go on and see.
Well, some exciting things have happened.
Well, that you know,
You know?
The titles of your videos are saying that.
Well, time to get caught up, buddy.
I know it is. And the problem is
Yeah.
when you subscribe to as many channels as I do, is finding the time. Like I would love to go back and watch every single one of yours, and I just, you know, I'm hours and hours and hours behind now. Lewis, how are you? We can see you.
Good. Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Let me.
Well,
Is your wife okay with you being on there?
me?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
have a
just
wife.
I'm out here on the deck. I'm using the iPad right now. So
I just got clicking again. I don't know what.
Hit
Can
that
anyone
screen.
else hear?
You know that screen button on the bottom? It has those little pictures of
He's
on
blue. I've tapped
the
on it.
hit the frames. Yeah, I know, like the different frames on the bottom to make us look different. There's a little right below the videos. There should be like little areas where you can adjust your picture. Like on the bottom of the.
What do you want to look like this? Oh shit. Oh
No,
shit.
yeah. Just try each one. Try each one, and then it'll set us back farther, so we're not like we can see our every wrinkle. You know what I mean? I can see all my wrinkles. There we go.
There we go. All right. That's
Yeah. Before I was like, I could see that wrinkle right there.
yeah.
I covered mine up with all this.
Can you
Oh
see
my
how
goodness.
frayed my bow tie is?
Yeah, you
See,
are.
that's the wrong hand.
You're ready for midnight, man.
Well, yeah. Not much is going to
I'm-
happen here, but
Yeah, they hear either. Woo.
Yeah,
Not even close.
I cover all my wrinkles up with all this.
yeah. You know what? This last year, I think I'm about 10 years older. Let's see. We got Mike Stockton out there. Hope you all
I know
have
I'm a
Happy
year
New Year.
older.
Happy New Year to you, sir. Let's see. And Loretta S. Lotzi. It's 3:30 a.m. What the hell are you doing awake?
What in the world? That is late.
Yeah, she's one of those. She's on the other side of the Atlantic.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for being committed to
it's
Max Powers here. Man.
tomorrow. It's tomorrow over there.
It's Happy New Year, Loretta.
Yeah.
Loretta.
Wow.
You always change your
Lorette.
name, and I don't know what your real name is. I just know I'm just gonna call you Lotzi. Was it Lotzi Sand? What was it before?
I think
Anyway.
it was. I think
Yeah.
it was Lotzi. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Lorette S right now.
So
Did that thing go through my my little video? I don't know if it came through for you guys, but
where did you send it?
in your chat,
Oh,
in the comments. But I don't know.
No, that's
Maybe I can share it right here if you want. It don't matter to me.
So
You're like, I have no idea.
I want to know the backstory of it. Tell me about this picture.
Well, like I had a video up before a long time ago where I had I think the female laid down in the tall weeds, and when she laid down, she left her outline of her body. So me and my sister went back for a recreation to do that video, and she was on the bridge, and I was down there where the Bigfoot laid down at. When I lay down, I felt like I was being watched. Besides my sister watching me, but so I felt like I was being watched. So I was like,
sorry to bother you, but it's a different feeling between your sister watching you and your sister's watching you.
Yeah. It was an eerie feeling.
Yeah.
So I jumped up after she got done doing her pictures and videos. So I jumped up and I just right away started taking pictures. And the first picture I took, he was there watching me. And I got the side view of his face. And I'll share it right now real quick. go to my channel, and then I'll.
I told you a long time ago. You're a lot closer to him than you think you are.
Oh yeah, I knew that I was close, but I just didn't know where they were that close. I just didn't know where they were at.
Did you get to see it with your own eyes, or just pick it
No,
up on camera?
I would have died. I would have probably pooped myself. You know what I mean? So, no, I didn't get to do that part. But let me share this real quick. Let me see. Hold on there, like that. Are you ready? Let's see. Oop, hey.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to make the bear. Right
yeah.
there.
Oh, you can play with the. Oh yeah.
Okay, here he comes.
Big old
eyeball,
right there.
Forehead, hair, nose, mouth. Huh?
How about that?
How about that one?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. So let me get out of this.
You still there? Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know. It looked a little Bronzini Bigfoot to me. No.
I know. It looked a little weird to me. The mouth looked like it's poking out. You know?
Yeah, I
kind
see.
Of weird.
From a screenshot, you can never tell much. You know, you really got to kind of zoom in and look. And
right. Yeah.
Well,
I
have to beg to differ. I mean, Max, my camping trip.
Well, all right. And sometimes I like take screenshots and send them to you. But
you know, I mean, you had a picture of the same spot completely empty. Then you have a next picture of just this big, huge brown. What would you call that? Fawn kind of colored.
It was fawn colored, yeah.
Fawn colored. No, and massive shoulders, no neck, just big head, just standing there. You know what I mean? It looked like he was walking away.
Yeah.
No.
You know, and there was context to go with that whole situation because Dave heard walking in the water, I heard walking in the water, and it was that section of clip that you caught that. You know.
It's
seems to be the best way to find things. You know,
you were talking about it, so that's why I started zooming in and looking, and it's always interesting when those kind of things back each other up. When you can get that eyewitness, hey, listen, I'm hearing something or I'm smelling something, and then someone else steps up and says, hey, listen, we'll look at this. Now, there are some people who are gonna send you pictures of tree stumps, and there are sometimes when a tree stump's a tree stump, and sometimes when there's just something else there. You know? So and so I don't mean to belittle when I said it was a Bronzini thing, but that Bronzini Facebook page oftentimes just has people who drank some Kool-Aid and will put a picture of anything up. And I guess we have to look at it all. It's like porn. You know it when you see it. You know what I mean? Right? Wasn't that the government definition of pornography for a while?
Right.
So
you know it when you see it. You know what I mean? But I do have to give it to Bronzini. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I'd probably still be wandering around those hills.
And I'm not picking on him at all. I'm picking on, and this is awful. I don't mean to pick on anyone. What I mean to say is, if we go through that Facebook page and we look at every single one of those pictures, there's probably one or two that are unbelievably like
undeniable.
Real. The problem is, right? And once you have that one or two, there only has to be one on that website that's real.
Right.
Yeah, that's all you need is just one.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Same with my Facebook group. That you get a lot of pictures that I can't see nothing. But I'm not going to say they're liars. They must see something there that I don't see. But it is like crazy.
Everyone looks at stuff differently.
Yep.
Everyone has a different frame of mind. Everybody sees things differently. It's good. What are those Rorschach?
Yes.
Ink blotches. You can add, what does this look like? One person says it's a duck, the next person says it's a horse. One person, everybody's mind's eye is different.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's all different.
So
yeah.
you got to
And,
take
and
that
just like
into
in our
account.
podcast, we all have to have the respect for that person's
Right.
idea or point of view. That's what we trained ourselves to we think like that. We can't be one-sided and just,
Right.
be prejudiced, on certain
Right.
things.
Right.
It's hard, but you gotta,
It is. It is. And I'm having a hard time with that. I have a hard time with my own picture of Bigfoot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe myself.
You're all
I-
complaining
Right.
to yourself about it. You're like, it's not real. Yes, it is.
And then I go back and I'm like, holy smoke, that's a silverback gorilla in the woods.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, if you look at it, yeah, but if you zoom out, you're like, well, what am I really looking at here?
Yeah. It's questionable now. I know. I still can't believe I have a picture of one in my area. They're so elusive. It's just wild. I don't even know what the mom looks like, or the two babies. I have no idea. But it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Does it come down to are certain people allowed? Do you know what I mean? And this goes totally into paranormal. This goes into I don't know, earthy, crunchy, bizarre shit.
Yeah.
But are certain people allowed? Why have I seen 3 in my life and other people don't see any?
Yeah, no, I think they gradually get you there. They like walk around. You can hear walking. You do, things like that. You gradually get to that point.
Matt, how are you? Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm good. I'm just listening to these guys. Love them. I watch their show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I've never seen one of my viewers.
You guys know Central Florida Bigfoot, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen your name here and there. Yeah.
I'm only a year old. I'm 13 months old. So.
Oh, why haven't you been on our show yet?
Oh, he should be.
I know.
Yeah, hold on.
Shame.
There we go. Now we can see him.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There you go.
I thought it would look better with a dark background. I wanted to be cool like Max.
Oh, is it too dark?
He's sophisticated though. He's got
No. It's perfect. It's perfect. No, it looks better dark. It looks better.
All right.
Looks like you're in a showcase now.
I had to go put on my new T-shirt.
What is that?
I can't. I've got the big screen.
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
I like
can't
that.
see it.
Led Zeppelin.
Led
Zeppelin.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
From Boston, I'm kind of an Aerosmith fan myself, but Led Zeppelin's good.
Okay.
No, just saying.
Anything 80s, 90s?
Are we all that old?
Hey, I never say that. I'm not old.
I
51.
I may be 42, but I still feel like I'm 19. My mind is saying go, go, go. My body's saying no, no, no.
Yeah.
You're 51? Yeah, I'm 51 also.
50.
No, 15. He's 15.
60.
What?
Oh, 60. I thought you were 51. Geez, 60.
Oh,
You
you're
don't look
60.
60.
Holy smokes. I was like, I'm 51 too.
I look older than he does. Good grief.
Yeah,
Well, I gotta shave my beard so the gray goes away.
Exactly. I learned that trick. It's how to stay alive in the corporate world.
Yeah, no kidding.
If I go in with a gray beard, I got to watch my ear hairs and stuff. I go, oh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I am very familiar with that.
Yep.
So on that, well, I have another artist here. I was so tempted to go out and put a big obelisk. Anyone seen those obelisks? Anyone watching that?
I know where they came from.
So some of them were going to come from this guy right here. Of course, now it's illegal, but there's this. I've got an artist lawyer up the street in Provincetown, but I think that's cool. I think it's like, here we are in a pandemic and people are pulling together and doing stuff. Whether they know they're pulling together or not, but
you still get a lot of people going, "What are these things? Where'd they come from? Who put it here?"
Well, for one thing,
Okay.
they're
to a
calling them
channel
monoliths, and
called-
they're
Go to a channel called I Did a Thing. They're the
Called
ones
what?
doing it. I Did a Thing.
oh, I just yeah. There's more than that though, and I'm okay with that. I don't care how many people do it. I just think it's great to
It's a stunt for a movie.
Yeah.
It's a promotional thing for a movie, is what it is. So
And then you had the
They-
snowboarders doing today.
the snowboarders.
they
Yeah,
put one
they
up
did.
on top of the mountain.
Yeah,
We-
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we had one here. Well, not here on Cape, but north in Boston, just south of Boston in Quincy, where it wasn't just an obelisk, but it was like a snow circle, like a crop circle, but in snow. It was pretty cool. So
Huh.
Wow.
I encourage the creativity. I encourage the action of it. You know,
Yeah.
and the civil disobedience. So
You know,
That's
in
too funny.
today's times, you know, we need stimulation. You know what I mean? And that's what
yeah, the
these
sense
things
of
are
wonder.
providing.
you
You
know?
know, yeah. You know, that's
This
what
is
these are
this is the
providing.
same for me as Santa Claus is for a 5-year-old.
Right,
So
right.
that
Yeah, if you go to a YouTube channel called I Did a Thing, they're the ones doing it and they explain it and stuff like that. They actually
Okay.
show them in Australia doing one.
Mm.
So
yeah, there have been like almost 100 of them now
yeah,
around
all
the
over
world.
the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah,
So
it's a promotional thing for a movie. So I forget
How
the
about
name of the movie, but that's
I
that's
did a
what
thing.
it is.
Not
Yeah.
it's not a Stanley Kubrick film, is it?
No,
All right,
it's like
that's an old film. Anyway,
it's like a Netflix original kind of thing. So they're all funded by that. So it's still cool though. It's still cool. I mean, they definitely do put a lot of effort and work into it. You know, I mean, they got to transport they got to build it, they got to transport them without being seen. They got to get
that's my
into the
biggest
area.
thing right now is getting it there and getting it installed
Right.
without the local
kidding, right?
police being like,
There's
"Hey,
there's
Max,
a
what are
lot
you
of
doing here?"
people involved. There's a lot of people involved. I think if there's like 3 or 4 that actually go out with the obelisk, and there's probably 5 or 6 on the outskirts with the radios going, okay, we got a person coming in, you know, coming your way, you know, a hiker or whatever, you know what I mean? So they'll run into the woods and hide as the people walk by, and you know,
Just
there's
try to
a
put
lot of
it.
effort.
Try to put it inside the van and not so much strapped to the roof of the truck. That might
I-
help.
Right. Yeah, that's what they did in
Right.
Australia. And it's like, why didn't you just cover it up with a tarp? It was strapped to it was that simple. So
So, my truck, the rear tailgate, I don't know what happened when you hit the button, and that's the only way to open the rear tailgate. The what's it called? One of those
The hatch.
Rear tailgate.
The rear hatch.
on a Land Rover.
A
So I
hatch.
hit the button, and it went and smelled like burning wires.
Oh,
So
wow.
I can't open my tailgate right now. So tonight, instead of doing this, I was going to run down to one of the local beaches and put one of those out on one of the jetties. Like I had it
Yeah.
it all set up so it was oriented for the like sunrise and people, you know, and instead I hit a button on a Land Rover and I got the smell of burning wires.
Is that the one that has the
Max.
tent on the top?
What? That's the one
Is
that
that
has
the
the
one?
tent on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Yeah, I
Max,
saw that.
it's a Range Rover.
you know something, you can say what you want. Do you know why you see Jeeps with winches and Land Rovers without them? Because the Land Rover doesn't need it.
Mic drop.
Well, you know, I've seen it go both ways.
So,
I've seen it
honest
go
to
both
God,
ways.
these things, right? The reason I drive a Land Rover is because I used to work for them. And I have to say, these are
They're very
absolutely,
capable.
these are the worst vehicles on the planet. Who else is popping in here? Okay. Oh, yeah, come
That's
on.
just him putting a tent
No one
together.
needs to see. What do you have?
There
Mind
it
Yeah,
videos?
is.
Like,
he's tweaking on this thing.
so,
Sorry, guys.
but
Oh, that's
this
awesome.
particular Land Rover is probably, and I've had, I don't know how many Jeeps I've had. Like, I mean, 7 or 8. But this is the best vehicle off road I've ever driven. It will go up the side of a mountain.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like this thing.
Yeah,
They're
it's
very
amazing.
capable. They're
That
very
is cool.
capable. But
It's
the
incredibly
electrical
capable.
systems, the electrical systems in there are those British things, and they're not too reliable.
Well,
That's
yeah.
pretty neat right there. What is that?
Yeah.
Event? Event area?
A what?
Is that
A what?
event area? Like, how'd you put your head out that thing?
Oh, hold on. Let's look at this. What are you talking about?
This piece right here. This piece.
Oh yeah, those are my windows, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one on the other side is the one that Bigfoot poked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one at the top of the ladder is my door. So it's
That's cool.
How high is that, Max? That looks like about 9 feet.
so the bottom rung is where the tent starts. I'm 6'1", and it's probably 6'6".
Let me get out of here.
So then with my mattress, and I'm sleeping at about 7 feet high, and
Huh?
I've been out
I'm
in the
live?
woods and had like literally pokes halfway up the side of it. Was that fireworks
Somewhere.
in Southern Cal?
It
Yeah.
never ends. All
No,
year
yeah.
round.
Do you have any
Party.
Brazilian neighbors?
But Father's
That-
Day, Mother's Day, quinceañeras, 4th of July, Christmas, New Year's Eve, birthdays, it never stops. I don't know.
I'd like.
I don't know where they're getting them from, but it's.
I don't think that was
it sounds
fireworks.
like a war. It was. It sounds like a war zone around me.
Yeah, I got you.
So I
That's-
live in a mixed neighborhood, a very diverse neighborhood, and it's there's this one family down the street. Every occasion they have fireworks. They have great fireworks. I think they beat out the town in the fireworks that they have on the 4th of July. Never mind the rest of the year because the town only does it once a year. But yeah, it's always
Well,
fun. They already did their big thing. So, Sam Robbins, hello. Thank you for coming. I'm glad that you say I look dashing. Thank you so much. I can only suck it in for so much. But
There we go. My goodness.
so, everybody's back. You all right there, Lewis?
Yeah, I had to move. My family got home, so they're like, invaded the kitchen on me.
Lewis, you got to get you one of these. Look,
I do. I need to get one. I don't have one. Want to send it to me?
there you go. Watch.
I do need one of those.
And
The laptop has a little light right here, but it's like I can barely even. It doesn't even do anything.
They're called
I like
cube
that.
lights. I got
Cube
two of them. I'm using one as a key over here, and it goes up 10 times. Watch this.
Where'd you get that at?
B&H Photo. Watch this.
Yeah, well, he's a photographer. He's got $1 billion worth of photographic.
Well, that's why. See.
Yeah.
See, I'm out of his league already.
See, look at that backlight now. Look at that.
Good grief. I'll just sit down at the desk.
Oh yeah, show off. Well, watch this. Computer, lights on. Oh shoot, it's not listening. Computer, lights on.
Lights
There we
off.
go. Did I just get brighter? Huh? I didn't get any smarter, but I got a little brighter.
Yeah, you got to have the toys, or you got to go home.
Well, luckily I'm already home without the.
Here we go. Hold on.
So that thing didn't work for you, huh, Kevin?
What's that?
That thing didn't work for you.
I it's I feel better using what I have already that I
Yeah.
fixed.
Okay.
My it's one of those spring loaded things,
Yeah.
and my phone with the case is a lot wider than normal, and it wouldn't even fit in there. And
Yeah.
I
That's what I
felt
was
that if I
thinking
was,
too.
and if I did get it in there, it only grabs like half of the phone width.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, if it was gonna fit your phone. So yeah, just give it to somebody that might need
you
it.
know, I was able
If
to.
if if
to
anyone
fit-
out watching needs any technical advice for their YouTube channels, Lewis is the
Right
guy
here.
to talk to,
So-
apparently. So,
No. Check.
dude, I used to get the text, you need to go live. Click this link, you'll go live.
yeah,
Samantha
yeah.
Robbins is now having old fashions with lavender in them. That's good. It's New Year's Eve. We should all be doing something.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I forgot to wear my live glasses. Here, sorry.
You're
Hey, I like that.
do
Oh,
they have
there you
less
go.
glare?
See, now we're both the same on the bottom, and you guys up there are the same.
Well, they're more invisible. I don't, I didn't
Yeah,
want
Are
to.
we all that old?
Yeah.
We've all gone off.
So there's a good story behind that. I went last year or this past year. The one good thing that happened. So I got cataracts real bad. So I literally got my eye exam. 4 months later, is like I was looking through a shower curtain. Like literally within 4 months after seeing 2020, it happened so fast. And I went into St. Luke's eye clinic down here, Laser Institute. They have a really big one in Florida. Everyone.
You didn't watch that Simpsons episode, did you?
Oh no, I did not.
Yeah, Ned Flanders gets it.
Well,
Anyway.
here's the thing. So I get the high-end lenses. I'm 2015, great for hiking and everything. I go to look at my phone now.
Yep.
I can't see crap.
Yep.
So my wife goes, "I'm so glad you had cataract surgery and got those new lenses, because now instead of one pair of glasses, you have 20 pair of glasses around." Yeah,
So-
it's frustrating.
I have that. We were talking earlier about that picture I have of Bigfoot off in the woods. And so I was sitting there at the fire. And without a zoom lens, because I'm farsighted, I could see it. I could see this thing. Like, holy smokes, do you know what that is? And I pick up my iPhone, and I can't tell what I'm on. I think I'm on video because I've been filming all day, and I was just going over that stuff. So I hit the red button, and instead of it starting to film whatever this is in the woods, it goes with that stupid fake camera noise. And this big, huge thing in the woods all of a sudden turns back and looks over its shoulder at me. I'm like, holy shit, that's a Bigfoot. So I I just keep hitting the button, but I didn't get any video of it. So I've got all these still shots of the back of it, and then it looking at me like this, and then you see the profile of it just getting the hell out of there. But because I'm farsighted and didn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Is it on your YouTube?
No. It's a series. I sent you guys before I went on your channel the series of them, but you guys were like, that's nothing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's a
while
ago.
Not up to our usual standards.
Man, you're gone for 5 months.
I sent it before I was on your channel. I sent
so
it.
That's even longer now. That's like a year.
It's year-old photos.
Man.
But there's still photos of Bigfoot. You can look up its nose. I'm sure if someone can zoom in, they'll see pixelation because it's an iPhone instead of nose hairs.
Oh, dear Lord. Let me look it up.
But Bama Bigfoot is making fun of me, or she did a while ago, because I don't have a clapper and I just have this stupid thing. Hold on. I got to turn it on so that I can say, computer, reading lights out. Okay, there we go.
A little bit of a delay.
A little bit of a
But
delay.
it worked.
She usually doesn't even listen to me.
I mean, Lewis, shut up the light. Lewis, turn on the light.
There's no delay there, though. No delay there.
Oh, I've got a. Never mind. I told her to shut it off, so I can't do that. But anyway, so what's going on in the Bigfoot world? What have I missed in the last, I don't know, 9 months?
Oh man.
Well,
I don't
I have
know.
to move locations.
Yep, he has to move.
You did.
He's been compromised.
I've been compromised the last 3 weeks, and this last weekend was the final straw.
Oh no.
So,
Well, get some of those real estate signs and put them in the ground and say, Mr. Bigfoot, I'm moving too.
as soon as they see me go take down the buckets, they're gonna follow me.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
So
definitely.
they're gonna follow me. Lewis has been there, and they followed us all the way to the cave.
Yeah.
So these are the more paranormal aspects of this thing. Are you experiencing them, Matt? Do you get any of that weird shit? Excuse me.
No, I'm working that one area you and I talked about, Max. It's in the swamp, and it's not far out at all, but it's on the road. It's on the side of the river least traveled, and I can get to it in literally 20 minutes from my car. But what's happening? Well, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. I mean, I had everything happen there that could possibly happen, except a sighting. I think I found a possible footprint. I heard the wood knocks. We heard the 2 to 3 owls going off. Just everything that could happen has happened. But when I go out there, I set a trail cam or do something like that, and I come back and there's nothing on it. And since you and I talked again, I went out a little farther, set a trail cam, and nothing on it. Not even me leaving. It's like I got so nervous looking over my shoulder, constantly freaking out, feeling something was going to happen. I don't know if I flicked the switch all the way on, but the problem is I go to pick it up and I'm so nervous that I pick it up and just shut it off. I open it up and shut it off and take it down. I go, oh wait, was it on preview or did I have it on?
Right.
I'm making stupid mistakes like that, but I had a camera out twice. And so the laser, and I don't know if SoCal's done this, but I think what I'm going to do is I see a lot of people going live. I'm like 100 views from being able to go live, but I see everyone go live and the quality just suffers. And it's even worse than, it's not even worth it. So what I'll probably do is go live on my iPhone and then go traditional with my Lumix on a gimbal and still have the main piece of the video. But what I would like to do is basically the iPhone would be on a wide shot. I'm going to walk out into an area that you can see me for 50 yards is what I plan to do. And if I see something, I'm going to use the laser pointer and just direct everyone's attention. Like if I hear a wood knock, I'm just going to go whoop, over here, over here. And I was wondering, SoCal, has anyone, and I mentioned it a couple times in chat and it just, nobody wants to talk about it. Has anyone tried a laser in the field either as a pointer or anything rather than sticking your finger up in your frame and going, oh, look over there? Just point a laser. It's cleaner. It looks better. It's more professional. What kind of response is it going to trigger?
Well, I don't personally know anyone that has used a laser.
Yes.
I know. I mean, it's a great idea. It's a great idea, especially when you're out in the field and if you hear something, you could definitely point. I heard something over there,
without speaking. Yeah.
Right. The camera's going to pick that up. You know what I mean? It's going to pick up that whole beam. But I mean, Lewis is very experienced with strobe lights. And
well, I
don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want to piss them off. I just
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lewis has had his experiences with game cams too. So
yeah,
but it's a great idea. I mean, I don't know what they'll think about it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I would probably use a green laser, not a red one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, as a still photographer, I put a red laser once out of my Nikon flash on General Schwarzkopf one time when I was shooting a banquet. Military people do not like red.
Did he hit the deck? What did he do?
He flinched really. I was about 15 feet from him over a table, and it was at a prostate cancer awareness banquet. And I was the photographer, and I, wasn't even thinking. I just picked up my Nikon. It was low light, and I went boom, and the laser just hit him right in the forehead. Oh my God! It was like 3 people just went. Yeah. So if it works for the general, I'm thinking it'd be interesting to see what it would do in my area. So, I don't even know what I'm dealing with. It's just that everything that could happen, quote, in the Bigfoot world that you hear on your all's channels has happened. Most of it has happened on one particular trip. And as a recap, Max, I have a video up on my channel called Part 3, The Nest. So during that day, as I ran, when the tree fell, I don't know if you all had seen this SoCal, but a tree fell as I was at 0 degrees with my iPhone on a gimbal. And you see the tree fall, you hear it crash, water splashes, it's all on film. I boogie out of there about halfway up the trail. I get my awareness back and I said, don't run, stop. So I put my camera iPhone down and I went out with my Lumix long zoom and did a Part 2 long zooms. And I worked the area with a long zoom looking for, something peaking or something like that. Well, when I did that, one of the viewers said, go back, you caught something in the nest. And I went back and looked at it and I couldn't see anything. And they go back, you're missing it. And I went, I don't see it. Well, I went back and looked at it and I got a profile of a face literally sitting in this nest. So Part 3, I go back with one of the guys from Bigfoot Investigators here in Florida, Bigfoot Mafia. And I wasn't about to go on my own. So 3 weeks later, I go back, bought some snake boots. It's 2 feet of water. We wade out there. It's about 50, 60 yards off trail. We go out there and I wanted to see, could it be a nest? Would it sustain something 500, 600, 700 pounds? Is it big enough? Whatever. I get up on it. And first I'm confused because we're coming up on it from the backside. And I'm saying, I don't know if this is it. I don't know if this is it. Well, when I come around from the side, I go, oh my God, this is it. Because here's the triangle I shot the head through. And as I come around it, I lift the phone up on a gimbal and there's 3 logs, literally 3 logs like this, where something could sit. Right behind it is a tree, dead center of the log, like literally like this. And right in front of that is the big tree that fell down. It looked like literally a lazy boy recliner where something could sit. It was in 18 inches of water though. That's what threw me. So then we're like I said, we're in 2 feet of water. So then that was the end of an hour-and-a-half hike. So my Lumix dies and I finish the piece with an iPhone. And obviously the iPhone's totally different. I don't have a gimbal for it. At that time, I'm just walking out. We go to the place where I shot it and shoot back. And I insert the video of the day when all this happened, where you see the thing sitting in this nest with me standing there at today's location. So that kind of freaked me out. So I want to go back there again now that it's stopped raining in Florida. It's dry. I could probably walk straight out there. I've processed it enough where I think I can go by myself. I think I can just walk out there. I've had a couple people. I've had a couple people offer to go out with me, but how do you do that? How do you just meet someone then? First 5 seconds. First 5 seconds, you go, no. I think I'm gonna do the. Well, how do you know that when they say, "Hey,
right?
You don't know that."
They're gonna run screaming. Are they gonna just be knocking futz? Pardon my language.
You gotta watch them, and you gotta watch for Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is you appreciate this, Max. I'm gonna do the Village Voice ad, where Kiss, put an ad in for a guitar player, and Ace Frehley answers, and he shows up with one green shoe, and I'm gonna do that just to say, looking for a partner to track down an 8-foot beast,
hairy beast that could rip your head off.
That could rip your head off and spit in your neck. Who wants to come and see who answers that, and then maybe that will be there. But
what
but
about,
yeah,
because you talk about the Bigfoot Mafia. I know that you know Charlie. And you
Yeah.
talked to Charlie about, and I know that I've talked to Beata. Beata says she and Chris have talked to what, or at least through chat or whatever. Do any of these people, are they close enough? Do they, where you know
Yeah.
their styles and you know, rather than going with some, you know, it's South Florida, it's Florida, it's not South Florida, but it's Florida.
No.
And I lived in Florida as a New Englander living in Florida. Sometimes the heat affects people's brains in their head. No offense, Matt. But there
No,
are
I
some
hear you.
interesting characters that you meet, especially, you know, between 75 and 95.
Yeah. Well, the group I went out with is the Bigfoot Mafia. That's not the Bigfoot guys. Charlie's with
okay.
the Bigfoot guys out of
Bigfoot guys,
Ocala.
Is he
so
still
I did.
doing the fundraising thing for the Ronald McDonald House?
Yes, he's all. Yeah, I'm in contact with Charlie. It didn't start off so great, but now we're good friends. And I went up there and he did a little Bigfoot meetup, and I went up
He
there
doesn't
and
have
showed.
patience for the new guy.
He
But
does
he's
not
a
have
good
patience.
guy, from what I know of him. Or
Yes.
decent
Yeah.
guy.
Charlie's a great guy. He's outspoken, and that kind of gets him in some trouble sometimes. But again, he's young. I can say that now. You all know my age. He's younger than I, so he sometimes goes places where I wouldn't necessarily go. Chris Connor's group, great group. I think is the best group out there. I've seen every one of their videos. Chris and I have talked. Beata and I have talked, especially after they heard my encounter on Bigfoot Odyssey.
Right.
We have a kind of a tentative kind of, we were going to get together sort of thing, and it just hasn't happened yet. Same with with Charlie out of Ocala. Charlie's sitting on a bunch of stuff where he says he's going to, make some news happen here really, really quick. So we're waiting to see that. And then the Bigfoot Mafia is just a new group. They don't have much of a YouTube presence yet. But they do go out. They're 5 or 6 guys, very strong, very skeptical. Everything I show them, they just body slam. So I like that. Even the face shot that I say something is sitting in this nest, and to me it's as clear as day. They're like, I don't know. I'm like, what? Are you crazy? Show me something better. I haven't seen anything better. But they're good guys. They're all good guys.
On the face that you caught, because you're a photographer. You're an artistic photographer.
That's why I'm 99% sure that it's something there.
Right.
It is a
but
beam.
Your wife is an artist.
Right.
Right? What kind of an artist is she? I should know this, but I don't, and I'm embarrassed.
She's a really good one.
I say, what is she? Is she a portrait artist? Is she an abstract artist? What is she classically trained?
She has degrees in both photojournalism and fine art and watercolor and painting. So her medium right now is hand painted salt prints. So we're making digital negatives, making salt prints, and then she's going back and hand painting them. So yeah, she's pretty big. She's got like 5 solo shows next year throughout the country already. Okay. So yeah, she thinks I'm crazy. If that's where you're going. Yeah, she's like,
if you could bring her art background into your hobby, would she be interested? And the reason I'm saying this is you're no, like that.
No.
Okay. I went to art school. I didn't finish. I dropped out. I ended up as an artist, but there are human proportions that we learn as artists for the face. Okay. And you can go online and you can find it. The eyes line up, where the nose sits, where the mouth sits. It's very distinct. So, and it doesn't matter if you draw a person, if you draw a dog, or if you draw a horse, a pig, a squirrel. Each of these species have these human proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Or these consistent proportions, not human proportions. So I look at what we find, or I think about what we are finding as far as evidence, photographic evidence of Bigfoot. And I think back to what is the best one? What's the most reliable one? Patty. So can we apply proportion to Patty that would apply to whatever species this is consistently? And can we prove or disprove pareidolia, parallax, all those
Yeah.
perceptual things? Can we do that the same way we look at human proportion and maybe narrow down some? I have no issue with people saying, "Hey, I saw this thing. I think it's a Bigfoot." What I want to do is try and narrow these things down based on science. Sciences, or at least, and I know that art and science are two different things, but if artists have a proportion, there is a proportion out there that science will use for faces. Can we do that? Do you think that's a possibility?
Oh yeah, I've seen videos on it. People have done it.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen Bigfoot videos on it. Where they've done the whole, the spatial amount between the lines here and the lines here, and then where the mouth falls, and that this distance to this.
Are they lined up with a certain guy who hunts Bigfoot in Canada? That actually looks a lot like a lot like SoCal.
Don't read the chat, SoCal. I even said, "Hey, you look like a big red Bigfoot sitting there." From what I've heard.
But
I meant the Bigfoot hunter, the controversial Bigfoot hunter.
Yeah, my wife calls me the Southern California Red Sasquatch. So, but yeah,
there are a lot of sightings in areas that you say you're out in, so that line up time wise.
I don't know if I could share screen or not. I'm gonna try it here while you guys talk.
There's actually a lot of sightings and stuff down at Lewis too, but they just kind of get swept under the rug really quick. I mean, I looked into my area, and
click on the screen.
There's not many sightings, but it goes all the way back to the late 60s.
No, that's not the one I want to share, though.
So
I can't find the.
You go down to the bottom where it says share screen.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay,
I did that.
Another thing will pop up, and then you share screen again, and then there's a dialogue that came up, and there's a picture in the middle. Click on that picture, and your share will pop up.
Yeah, but that's not what I want to share.
I know that, but it activates your sharing.
Oh, okay.
That'll open up you to share.
Yeah, I just don't want to have you all see that yet.
Okay. Yeah, you just make sure you pop that up at first and have that ready, and then you start sharing, and then go into that one other tab.
Oh, okay. Now I got this Matt Catalina screen capture, screen share.
Yeah.
I think it's lost its connection to that. Let me try it one more time, a little faster.
Man, this fan keeps blowing my hair around, tickling my face. Let's put my hair back in a minute here.
Look at that luxurious hair there, Lewis.
Sorry about that. Well, that's my fan's blowing.
I have to
tickling my face.
I have to let y'all enjoy this show.
Are you bailing on us?
Yes, I have to go run an errand with my wife.
So trouble.
No, we gotta go run an errand with my wife. So everybody enjoy. Max, thank you for hosting, and Lewis, stay
on Sunday. Oh man.
All right, everybody. Thank you all.
SoCal, be good. Happy New Year.
Yes, and I'll talk
to you on Sunday. See you on Sunday.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So is what you're looking to share, Matt? Is that what we were just talking about? Or?
Yeah, I was trying. It says I have to share screen recording. Okay.
Yeah.
And then privacy has to go to click privacy first, then screen recording. Then it doesn't get, oh, I got to unlock. That's what.
You must be doing a different computer or something.
I'm on a Mac. I'm on a Mac.
Oh, that's what it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's different for us. It's really easy for me. Just hit that, and right in.
Click on this, push that. See, I don't know what it is with Macs, but boy, oh boy.
Hey, you got the thing up for us.
I got
To
it
share.
going after a while. So
Oh, we lost him. He's not sharing anymore now.
he'll be back. I'll get the
He'll be
little
back.
gray thing. I'm having issues. I've got all these videos, and Macs are funny. They tuck it everywhere. So if you have a video
Mhm,
and you drag it from like your photos to your iMovie,
mhm.
then suddenly you've got 40 copies of this. And when you've got as much video as I do,
Mhm.
like it takes up a lot of memory. I've got like 3
It does.
terabytes, and this thing is slow as molasses.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, you got to go in there and you got to sort. Put right click the screen and sort by, and then they all come up to the top.
Well,
You know,
they're all sorted. Do you know what I
right.
mean? They're stored in certain ways. I move things
Oh,
off.
okay.
The
You move
problem
it.
is when I put it into another program,
Right.
it saves it in
Yeah. Now they're in
because
bold.
it's a Mac and it likes
Free.
things right there for it.
Yeah.
And I just
Yep.
I
Yeah,
have
and
too
that took
much
a
and it bogs me
while
down. Yeah.
to clean that out. Yeah,
So,
I'll show you this one video. I'll tell you about this one that I have with the this outline of this Bigfoot, and the ends up being that this Bigfoot outline. I was only half the height of this Bigfoot that was in here. That I went to go research
mhm.
and do the recreation for. But I'll show it to you real quick here before he comes back.
Yeah, I couldn't get it.
Oh, there he's back now. Okay, here we go. Let me show you here. Share, 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 and then see if where did I go here? Did I lose my spot? I lost my spot, didn't I?
No, you're good.
Do you guys see it? See what I'm
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
You see the
Okay.
whole Google screen,
Okay,
YouTube
good.
screen now.
Okay. Just making sure. I have to go back into my channel here. And
Yeah, I got.
my dog's about to bark. He's, okay. So
I need like a baseball cap, a little less glare.
right here. Oh, this glare. Okay, here goes. Now that's the outline right there that's laying on that hillside. That was the female that lay there, and I was only half that distance, that height up there. I went up to right here, right where that thing is.
So whatever made that impression was larger than you, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I was only half that that height of that. So I stood up and I pointed right over here this way, and then I got that Bigfoot. Do you guys hear the music on this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you hear it like I do. Yeah, so I was only at that height, the height of that, and then my sister went out with me, and she ended up getting a nose sniff and here a rock throw on this.
Mm.
And then I left these donuts here, and then the next day those donuts were gone, and they had these tapping holes that they always do, and that's just random little holes that they use for a stick, and they tap on it, and they leave these in random areas, but mostly a lot of times right here. You can see right here, just that one and these.
What do you mean with tapping holes? What does that mean?
Well, they just get a stick and they tap on the ground, or they stick a stick all the way in the ground. They just keep shoving it in and out. They tap all the time like that. And you all find them in random areas all the time. This is where the Bigfoots were breaking sticks underneath the bridge. I was talking to them on this bridge also, and then
When you
another
say
one.
you were talking to them, were they talking back? What?
Yeah, like I was making vocalizations and they would make them back. Like it was pretty bizarre. And this one actually, let's see if I can get up to it here. Right here. And we're out the road. And Bigfoot sniffed. He was right behind this tree, and I didn't know it. And he sniffed my sister. And then
Thank you, Matt.
That's a T-shirt.
Did you take offense to that at all? Or?
I don't know. I was like, "What in the world?" It actually sniffed my sister. I'm like, and then we took off after that. We went back over to the car, but we went across the bridge, and when we did, then the other one started talking and just making weird sounds. So I did it, and they get it back, and I started laughing. It's all on it's on the video too. So
Video. So
it's pretty bizarre.
But always interesting. So
yeah, and then my dogs even tracked the footprints on the same video too. I got a handprint on this video, a baby handprint. I got a 17-inch footprint on this trail on the service road, and there's a lot of things that happened before certain parts of these videos that I want to go back out and do, like the 17-inch footprints that came up through the valley and came up this one ravine. The way he went up the hill, he slid his feet underneath the leaves to keep it more quiet, and then when he got up on top, me and my dogs walked by, and it was really dark, and I couldn't see him. But my dogs stayed all the way to the left of the road, like they walking through the bushes. Like they never do that. They're little dogs, so they walk around the bushes, you know. But that time they went right through the bushes, and I was like, "What are they doing?" You know.
and they have no issues tracking going after these
No,
things?
no, I showed him on here, and all of a sudden I noticed these footprints going up this one side on the left, and I go, "Oh, look, a footprint and a slide mark, a footprint going up." I'm like, something went up there or came down, and then right after I said that, I looked over, and my dog started smelling of the ground,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "What are you guys smelling?" You know, I mean, so I just kept following him, and then my Chihuahua just stopped, and my Jack Russell jumped over to the right, and then I'm like, "What are you looking at?" And I go over there, and there's footprints, probably about 6 feet apart, in a direct straight line, and it go all the way down this ravine. And I'm looking at him. And I go over there and I look at him. And I'm like, "Wow, that's amazing." And now the night before that, I got my drone stuck in the tree, and that's when he was in the water watching me. And then that's where those came from when I was staying too late, and I came up and I was walking out, and then that's when he did that. So there's a lot of things that happen around the things that happened before that. I mean, it was really weird.
Was your sister there too?
No, no, she never came back. Never went back there after that. That was the only night. She was a skeptic.
Oh, I figured out how to do screen share.
Okay, let's see it.
Did you get that?
Oh, come on. Oh, let me get my screen up a little. Hold on. Hey, let's see.
Let me see if I can hold my hand steady enough.
Max can make your screen bigger if you knew how.
Oh no, we don't want to do that.
You just go and you'll put your mouse on his screen, and then little dots will pop up, and you can make him big screen.
This is my mouth. Little dots will pop up. Yeah. You know what? You PC users just ruin it for the rest of us.
I'm on a laptop.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a face to you guys?
It does
I'm
look like a
trying to
face,
see it.
It's hard
I'm
to
on
see
an
it from our
iPad
side.
here.
I'm on a laptop.
Now, Directly in front, right under the apex. Is that the eye and a nose?
The nose is shiny.
It's sticking out this way.
Yes, and above it is the eye.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And then the other shiny thing, dead center of the circle, is the cheek.
Yep. Okay, I get it.
And then behind the twig that's hanging, it looks like an ear.
Okay.
Well, that's a twig that's hanging. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then if you look behind the ear, it's all jet black. It could be that tree right behind it.
Yeah.
But look at this. Here's the shot. That's the full frame. Full frame. See what I shot through?
That's
Yeah.
a mess. Man.
And then I got a better shot of just the nest. Because I went back. So, and this is here it is. Here it is blown up. Now it's blown up way big, but even bigger.
Oh yeah. You can see his eye on the left.
And during that, there was wood knock going on, tapping.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the nest on 3 weeks later. See the X?
Yeah, right there in the middle. Yep. Wrong way. Hey.
Whoops. I was
that
trying
tr-
to make you bigger. It didn't work.
The triangle right above the X is the window I shot it through.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. What the heck?
And also, it's in a swamp. See the water line?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
6. It's usually 6 feet high of water.
Good grief.
So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
There we go.
I like that.
But anyway,
Ink.
yeah, it was cool. But I've been back out there since. But man, I tell you, I'm just so gun shy because, as I told you, I called you the week I called you. Is what happened is that happened to me. Like, I think it was like, I'd have to look at the date of the video, but I think it was a week before Mark told his story.
Yeah.
And I got freaked out because he started talking about, the pawn, being given a pawn. And I went, oh crap. It's like,
Yeah. So
I'm marked.
and I've got the same issue. I mean, I go out alone all the time. Not so much in the past year, not since that came up, but I at the beginning of this video, I started talking about March 8th, March 7th, March 8th, whichever day it was. And Chris from Trail to Bigfoot had just put a video up about, it wasn't telling what happened to Mark. It was saying, geez, there's some weird stuff out there. He's since taken the video down. And that day I had been out in the woods before I saw his video. I'd been out in the woods for about 8 hours. It snowed here. I just had big empty woods by myself. And I got things like, and let me ask you guys who are out there a lot. I got the 50-pound bag of potatoes, sack of potatoes. It's a big thump and a vibrate. And it sounds like it's right behind you. And when you turn, there's nothing there. I get a lot of the shadows that just kind of whiz by, and you turn, and there's nothing there. At one point that day, I got the mirage, which it's just something, but it's nothing, and it moved right across the trail. When I go back to the videos, nothing, none of the sound. Well, no sound at all was caught that entire day. When I'm in the woods, there's no sound. When I'm out of the woods, at the beginning of the video, before I go in, the audio is great. I didn't change the microphone. I didn't do anything like that. And these things went on all day. I got lost in my own woods. This is woods I've been walking through for 30 years, And all I wanted to do, the sun was starting to set, and I just wanted to go north. And I knew which way north was because the sun was setting. and the sun sets in the west. So keeping north should be easy. I couldn't do it. I kept getting lost. I would follow trails that I thought I knew, and I would all of a sudden find myself way off trail and not know how I got there. There were just all these things, and there's more. I just, don't know what I've already listed. And these things were happening, and I don't know what it was. It was scary. And I went home, and Chris Cotter had just put up the video, and I was like, holy smoke. So I typed what went on to Chris, and next thing I know, my phone's ringing. And he's like, dude, I got to tell you. And that's when he said, listen, you know what's been going on with Mark. Well, here's what just happened. And we haven't known, what to do about it. We haven't said anything about it. And I think that was my last time in the woods.
Dang.
So
I had to process that for about 3 weeks because I thought I was done, and then then I just kind of started thinking about it, and logically everything you see is the exact opposite. It's they go the other way, they hide, they watch, and I just had to put the 95% of the stories you hear do not end like it ended for Mark, and that it's really unfortunate because I love those guys. I mean, I follow those guys, and I'm having withdrawal. Just yesterday I checked. Okay, what are they doing? I'm like, damn, man, what's going on? So, yeah, I mean, I'm still doing that. I every week I bring up their channel waiting for something. So
that was funny because I was thinking about them yesterday.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I brought it up yesterday.
So I do know that for his birthday, Chris just got a GPS with a panic button on it. So his birthday was, maybe a week or so ago. So we got that. So he's not writing this off completely yet, but I think he just wants to make sure, knowing Mark and Mark having been his partner, that he wants to.
It's safety. He's wanting to keep everybody safe. So, and I see that. Exactly.
Somebody wants to know how you're doing on the chat.
Oh, Justin Welker. I'm great. If I were any better, they'd have to find a way to tax it. So I'm looking for my next adventure. I'm ready. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this Corona bunker.
Black Rock Mountain.
Dude. So I don't know if I'm ready to go put myself in danger yet. And now Black Rock Mountain, is that where you went?
That was my very first outing, and it's on a ridge in Clayton, Georgia. Okay. It's the highest state park in the eastern United States, and 20 minutes down the road is Tallulah Gorge. So there's two great sites to mess around in. The thing with Black Rock is that you're on a ridge and there's no really trails coming out of the campground. It's kind of like you have to go to this one 3 miles down the road around a lake, and I did that. It's almost like a family hike. It's a fishing pier, and very crowded, and we did that. But I don't think you really have to go off trail on Black Rock Mountain. I think you just have to go
just
about
sit
10.
There.
I think you just have to sit there because here's the problem: is we're weekend warriors. So I never had 2 weeks in the Airstream, especially 2 weeks by myself. So when my wife did Hambidge, the artist retreat for 2 weeks, I was on Black Rock by myself. So Sunday afternoon, I start seeing all these trailers pull out, and I'm going, whoa, wait, where are you guys going? All the trailers leave except for one trailer who's the camp host. And so we're literally, Black Rock it's a ridge line, and then it drops about 40 feet, and there's another ridge line. The park ends at a cul-de-sac, and then it drops another 30 feet, and the ridge line continues. It's literally ridge line. And so if you fall off that thing, you're hitting a tree or you're rolling to the bottom. And it's, I think, 3,600 feet. And it's very, very steep, 3,600 feet. I don't think you could really venture off more than 300-400 yards down there. Well, I take that back. The day I was leaving, I realized there's primitive camping and a road cruising out the backside. And it really, the thing to do would be go to the primitive campground and work your way back up the mountain, go one way. And then you could probably do it. But I tell you, it was just a really creepy place. And when everybody pulled out, it was a Tuesday morning. This fog started to roll in, and it just starts rolling in across the campground. I'm sitting in my chair, and I just had breakfast. I'm sitting in my chair, and I go, oh, boy, this is not good. So here I am at 10 o'clock in the morning, scared. I mean, this fog rolls in, and it's just like nothing like I've ever seen, and there's nobody there. And that's when I grabbed my iPhone, and I think I was on a gimbal. I think I had the gimbal then, and I walked down. And my very first video on my channel, it's the very first channel, is Black Rock. I walk out the trail going out the backside, blocked. I go down to the next site, trail going out the back, blocked. I go down to the next site, trail going down,
like
blocked.
Tree down over it kind of
tree
thing?
down, tree down, tree down. And I walk back up to the second one. I walk up to the tree down and I whistle. And as soon as I whistle, like a pine cone or a rock or something drops. It's
Did you ever
literally
move one
like,
of those trees?
oh, you wouldn't be able to. They were big.
They're that big. Okay.
They're big and bushy. There's no way I could move them. And you
Okay.
couldn't get past them. You would, no, it was a good, it was crazy. It was, and I just didn't notice it. I just didn't notice it until I said, oh, let's go make a Bigfoot video. And I went, wow, this is what everybody's talking about out in Colorado. And this is what SoCal's talking about. And it was the very first video on my channel. It has hardly any views. It only has like 200 views. But that was my first outing by myself. And it was just kind of like, okay, something's, I got hooked from that. I mean, just from that little video was enough this is fun.
Yep. All it takes.
No, you got to bring the pack extra, So
Oh,
listen,
no.
I can't find black or black. What is it? Black Ridge?
I put the address in chat.
For it.
I put the address in chat.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Blue Ridge, Black Rock.
So, but literally, I've been sitting here planning my next outing. So what time is it? It's 11:54. In 6 minutes,
Yeah.
it's New Year's.
That's right.
Yeah, I better run or I'm gonna be single.
Well, for us, Lewis, not for you.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
three
not for
more
you.
hours.
Yeah, not for me. Yeah,
You guys,
I'm
you guys have always been a little behind us.
yeah, we're a little behind. Yeah.
So yeah, Matt, don't get divorced over this conversation.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pop on when I saw North County and SoCal on there, and you, Max, of course. But you
Okay.
three, I kind of make sure you're up there with the channels I really focus on and pay attention to. So I just wanted to pop in and say hi.
Well, thank you.
Well,
hey, if you
I'm
want
glad you
to
did. So
you can go on the show this weekend if you want.
I don't know. I just got a text that says,
All right.
Is this how you're going to spend New Year's?
Oh no, never mind then.
Get out
Never
to your
mind.
wife, dude. Don't.
No.
Don't
Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. We can talk.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I'm going live too, Max. I just hooked up with StreamYard. I did my very first one on my channel last week. Just testing it, playing with the buttons, same as you. Use the banners. Click on the chat. You can click on the chat, and their quotes pop up. That's really nice. You'll
I
get
did
it.
that
You'll
twice
get it.
tonight. Once intentional, once by accident.
Yeah, I just don't have the screen share down yet, and I need to do that because what I'm going to do this weekend probably is I put together a little plug for something I'm going to do, but I'm trying to figure out how to be different than what you guys are doing and what you're doing, Max. And I think I'm going to be
I'm not doing anything.
well. I want to preach, photography and proper photography, and don't show me any blur squatches and use a gimbal. But I'm also going to talk about my go bag, which is my safety kit. What do you carry with you on a day hike? And so I just got the flint starter. I just got the laser. I got the whistle. I got the vest. I got the emergency blanket. But I have I think, #1 go bag fanny pack that goes inside my backpack. So if I go out and I take it, I don't do overnight trips. And that's the point of it. You never know if you're going to be in an overnight trip.
Yeah, I keep
Yeah.
a good
So
amount.
So I'm going to do a show on that and just show what I carry and how easy it is to carry and how it packs. And then another day I'm going to do one on the iPhone and the gimbal. Like a lot of people don't realize you can lock focus an iPhone. You can control the exposure on an iPhone just by pushing the screen and holding it down. You can get a lock focus. You can actually control the exposure that way. And as long as you turn the phone off and turn it back on, it will always go back to that too. So little tricks, but so I think I'm gonna kind of focus on tech
as
a little
long
bit.
as you're not farsighted.
Right. If you don't have these, you still can't see. Like I see you now, but you're blurry. But but I look good.
Yeah. When I take these off, I look great. I look like a pink blob in the corner of my screen, but
Right.
there we go.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go put my chapstick on, so I'll let you guys finish up.
All right.
Thanks for
man.
Thanks for letting me jump on.
Thank you for stopping by.
Anytime.
Appreciate it. So, all right, Lewis, it's just you and me. Listen, I'm going to leave you for 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right, you got it.
You just have to entertain people. Like, can you dance or anything?
How am I going to do that?
I'll be right back.
She's so wheezy. I knew there was something up. All right, who's having pancakes here? I'm getting up for a cup of tea. Scotch pancakes. Man.
Oh, I'm back. It's New Year's, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not me yet. Still got hours to go.
Can I
I
hear
still
you
got
now?
hours. Yep.
All right.
Almost. Oh, it's so Kelsey. Almost done with our errands.
What? How could it be done so fast?
I have no idea. They must have just had to go to the bathroom.
There we go. So I don't even know if anyone's still watching us, but hey, I'm at least not.
Like, there's 10 of them.
Huh? How about that? Let's see.
Go ahead and check thumbs up if you guys are still here.
There we go.
We can see how many people are here.
Loretta S out there, right? Lotzie Sand, Lotzie, whoever she is, really. She's gonna have a cup of tea and Scotch pancakes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what a Scotch pancake is.
I don't know. Maybe it's Scotch and pancake.
Like if you know, is that an alcoholic thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like a Scotch egg. I don't know.
Wait here. Thank you.
So, all right, it's 11:59.
So it's almost time for you to pop that thing around.
Oh man, it's a twist off. What the hell? You know.
See what happens.
All right. So
Bama's
I gotta get the red wine out of my glass first. Hold on.
Bama's got some good videos going on.
Bama's got what?
Good videos. Got some good Bigfoot videos out there.
She was Bama. I haven't been around for a while. I don't know if you know that. But you were fading for a while, and I was scared we were losing you. Then you started to come back, and I stopped watching things.
Oh, man.
I'm glad she's back.
Yep.
All right, guys. It's midnight. Whoops. Yeah, see? When I move left, it moves. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, Happy New Year's, everyone. It's champagne in a wine glass. I'm sorry. I didn't get any for you, but Happy New Year, everybody. From the East Coast, not the West.
Hey. It's all good. As long as it's toast. You see that? All right, we're gonna have to ban Bam.
What? She's saying her videos suck.
Yeah.
Nope.
We can't have liars on here. She's
So
lying. I have
Laura has tea
now.
But I wanted to know what a Scotch pancake was.
Yeah, I would like to know the pattern too.
Loretta?
Maybe Scottish pancake.
Well, did they just say Scotch?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the terminology.
Breakfast. Darling, if I had Scotch for breakfast, I'd be in trouble. I would be in trouble. I like Scotch. I used to live in Sweden, and I would have to take this boat across to Estonia
Mhm.
like once a week. And the bartender on that boat was Scottish. And we spoke the same language. I never understood one word that that man said. I'd walk in and he'd go, "Hey, Max, give me." But listen, he never got my drink wrong.
Huh.
Like always, knew exactly what I wanted. He just put it up right in front of, and I could change, and he would still know exactly what I was drinking that day.
That's weird.
Well, when you drink anything put in front of you, that's it's
It's all
easy.
right.
No,
It's
I'm
all
only kidding. I don't. Tonight I am because it's New Year's.
Yeah.
So happy New Year's, everybody. Loretta, I hope you had a great New Year however many hours ago, 6 hours ago or whatever. There we go. All right.
So, you still on your errand? 3 hours to go with your errand? What's wrong? You ready to get out there now?
I'm ready when you are, Lewis.
Is that what you're about to say or something?
What?
I sound like you're like, okay. And I was like, what? You giving up?
Well, no, I was just, at some point I have to go to bed.
What?
Oh, shit. And pardon my language.
Oh, sailor.
My battery's not quite flashing yet.
Well, if you
Catherine
need-
Small,
Yeah.
you're still here? I can't believe you put up with this shit for that long. Excuse me. She was like the first person in.
Really? And she doesn't
It
even
was
laugh?
informal. I meant to touch on Bigfoot stuff. I didn't. I'm going to put up, once I figure out what's going on with my videos, I'm going to put up a video about that day with all the stuff that happened. So
Yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
be hopefully coming soon, and I'll have another video, and that'll get me in the mood to make videos again. But what about you, Lewis? Anything good coming?
Of what? Bigfooting?
Like videos? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have a couple of videos already ready to go, but because on my trail cameras in the past, I've seen people out in the woods with empty bags. I'm sure waiting to fill them up with my trail cameras, and so I don't put my videos out until I pick up my trail cameras.
Okay.
So those are coming out, and then I'm going to have hopefully footage of, because I got a footprint too where I was at just last week or 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to go back out pretty soon and pick those up, and then I'll put some videos out
Okay.
of the trail camera and the last time I was out there.
So let me ask you this about your trail cams.
Mhm.
Are they motion detectors? Are they infrared? What's the
Yeah,
trigger?
they are infrared and they are motion and they're not sound.
Okay.
I had a sound one out there before, and it got stolen. You know the one that Survivor Man Bigfoot has? That
Yeah.
little one? Then my last one looked exactly like that. It has sound and everything. It's the best trail camera ever. And somebody stole it.
Listen, I've been slacking for months.
Mm.
Whatever happened with the fake trail cams?
I can hear them on the recorder. They shook them like crazy. They're on the bush, and they never took them. They're still out there.
Huh.
And so they're just sitting in there. But I was hoping, well, I had my other trail camera sitting on the ground, and he came at night and knocked it over and then took the apples. So it was at nighttime, and somehow he got like probably behind it or something that the infrared light didn't catch him.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't catch anything. They just
Yeah.
took a picture of the
Shocker,
sky.
because it's Bigfoot.
Yeah, but it was over just maybe a couple yards
Mhm.
further over, and they made it to where it was like a digital screen, sometimes a black screen. Sometimes it'll shut off around 8 o'clock at night, and then start up around 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, it won't take anything at night, and then I move it anywhere else, it would take all night.
Right.
But-
So
but in their area.
You
They'll
have to
stop.
physically manipulate that to shut it off and turn it on, though, right?
Well, no, I don't have to do anything. I just
Well, I
take it
mean,
out.
once it's on.
I just make it to where it'll take pictures and video all night, all day,
Hmm.
for as long as whenever something comes in front of it. But whenever it's in this area, in their areas where they don't want me to be, they know how to shut it off at a certain time and it come back on around a certain time. Just same with Cryptid 559, same thing. His does the same thing.
Hmm.
If it's in a hot zone, it'll shut off around 7, 8 at night and then start up in the morning. And then it'll start taking pictures, and then nighttime it'll start doing the same thing. But anywhere else out there, you put it and it'll do pictures during the day and night. But
I have a
this,
coffee pot like that.
I put a tape around my infrared light, so it shuts it off. I put black tape over the whole thing, and then so we're gonna see how it goes.
Okay.
So hopefully they grab it, they look at it, and play with it, and take some pictures of them. So we'll see.
Hmm.
I don't know. Hopefully it
Hmm.
works. And then I put my voice recorder out there, so we'll see how that goes too.
Huh.
So,
Huh. What are you getting in conjunction with like the camera shutting off or like the apple that went missing and it didn't catch anything? Are you getting anything in conjunction with your
my voice recorder.
your audio recorder?
Oh yeah, the voice recorder. You can hear him. He's always there. They're obsessed with that recorder. They're there all night,
Mhm.
and I had it right there next to my camera when it wouldn't turn on, and you can hear them out there. You can hear them walking around doing their thing, grunting. You can hear them burping. You can hear them, eating things. It's really weird. So they're there, but the camera, they're somehow they know how to control that thing, and they're really good at it too.
Mm-hmm.
Really good
Yeah.
at it. Very bizarre. You know, I heard him running, the baby running. I hear the mom doing her thing, and she's always slapping bushes and stuff, and oh, it's crazy out there.
Hmm.
If anybody wants to do research, voice recorder is where to go, I think.
That's so. Christopher Noel got me onto the voice recorder. My only problem with it is listening.
That's the hard part. It is. And if
I
you
don't
do,
have a voice activated recorder. I don't have anything like that.
yeah,
And I don't have a recorder that has a where I can see the audio. Do you know what I mean? So I have to
yeah.
listen to the whole thing.
Well, you can put it on your computer, and they have apps for that, and it'll show you like these little. But even then, it's hard because
So,
they can make subtle sounds, and you won't even know it.
mhm.
You know.
So the voice recorder I'm using is the voice recorder that I used in college.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it has a micro out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't really go into my computer that well.
Oh, okay.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I had one like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
time. I think it might be time for
Get
me
a
to
new one.
invest in something
Yeah.
decent. But Christopher
Yeah.
Noel, like that's his big thing. If you're getting this stuff, if you put
Yeah.
an audio recorder out, they're not going to run away. If you put a camera out,
Oh. Yeah.
I think I pissed him off. I don't think Christopher Noel is ever going to speak to me again. But it was nice while it lasted. It was good to hear from someone on the
Yeah.
subject who's written a book. But,
Right. Right. Yeah.
or two, or three, or
Or
seven,
however
how
many.
many he's got. So,
And they get obsessed with that recorder, so they'll stick around that whole thing
uh-huh.
from day and night. They'll stay around that thing. Pretty cool.
Interesting.
And people say they don't talk unless they're talked to or they're
Yeah.
talking to someone. That's all they do. They talk to themselves all the time.
They talk to each other and themselves.
Just to themselves, like all they do is like the one I hear on mine is it's just one Bigfoot talking, just saying stuff like not like we're talking, but it's more of a whisper, and their voices are more dragged out longer. So more, and it's not our language. It's more like like that. That's what it sounds like. And the way they have it so long, it sounds like it's air. Like it's the wind blowing or with a car in the distance, but it's not. You can hear the verbs going up and down in talking, and the cars don't do that. They go, But this is more. You can hear the tone,
Yeah.
and sometimes you can actually hear the guttural in the voice at points. So I know it's not cars, and the only road that's next to us is a bridge, and you can hear the little line when you go across the bridge goes doo doo.
Yep, I do.
And, yeah, and that I don't hear that, and so I mean I know this place really good, so
Okay.
and I know that's them talking. So.
Right. When I had one out and I kept hearing this, whoa, I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? Oh, that's not a, we have coyotes, we have turkeys, we have all kinds of things out there. I was trying to figure out what it was. And then one day I came in from a different direction, and on the way down to where I go, coming from the other direction, it goes down a hill and back up one. And the town put in grooved pavement so that the water flows off it and doesn't puddle up. And every time I drove over it in my truck with my big knobby tires, and I went, oh. So all I was hearing was trucks driving over that.
That's what they have. We have those too. We have the little lines in the middle instead of the little reflector things in the middle. We have the little
rumble strips. Yeah.
So we have those too. But I sit out there for hours and just listen. And I have a recorder where I usually have it, and I leave it there, and I'll go home, listen to it, and then knowing I was there the whole time, I'm kind of listening to the tones of the road, people driving by, what the sounds are, so I can extinguish them from the ones when I'm not there. Say, okay, that was a car. Last time I was there, it sounded just like that, so I know that's not a Bigfoot. Okay, I know this sound, but then when I'm gone, I hear a lot of stick twig breaks when I'm not there on my recorder. But when I'm there, I don't hear them. So I know they're out there breaking those stupid little twigs.
Right, and putting them in stupid little piles that you find when you're walking, and you're like, why is there a pile of twigs here? Why aren't they spread all over the trail? I have pictures I'll send you of that.
Yeah, that's what we have too. Yeah, and I know that's what they're doing. I think it's more of an early warning sign for people to come in when they're coming in. So they break twigs all day, and there's several different ones out there doing it. And then once one hears something, he stops. Then the other one hears that one's not doing it anymore, so he stops. And then, so I think it's an early warning sign without having to go whoop or
just that.
Just
you think they're that in tune that they can hear it, or are we just that out of it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's how they do it. They just use the twig break to early warning signs so that they don't get caught up or something.
Bama is saying yes, they mumble to themselves, but I wonder if they're connecting with another. Do you think?
You never know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but I know they mumble to themselves for sure. Yeah. So that connecting to another could be true.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like I walk around here all day. I think if I put an audio recorder in here, you'd be like, "Holy shit, that's a Bigfoot."
They're gonna put me in a straitjacket if I start doing that.
Is it all right that I'm having a drink on air?
I don't care.
Okay.
It don't matter to me. You're live.
Bama commented on it, and now I'm worried about how much I drink. The whole, like this huge bottle of champagne.
It's once a year, right?
I drink as many times a year as I can, but today it's.
I'm trying to help you out here.
I'm Max Powers. I'm Irish, for Christ's sake. I'm an American, but of Irish descent.
Yeah, so. There you go. Yep.
Or Swedish or whatever.
Validate that whole thing there.
So, All right. Any questions? There are like still people online. What the heck? You guys are diehards.
Yeah.
Any questions for Lewis about recordings? Any questions for me about, I don't know. I bet you're a hoot to drink around. I'm Irish. We're all hoots to drink around. Are you kidding me? This isn't drinking, by the way. This is champagne. That doesn't even count. It's not even champagne. It's Prosecco.
There's not apple cider.
No, yeah, no. Too much sugar in apple cider. That shit's bad for you.
That is terrible.
So, well.
I guess this is it, huh?
I guess so. I have run out of things to talk about, Lewis.
You're getting tapped out.
So,
All
why
right.
am I slurring or anything? No, I shouldn't be.
No,
This
you're good.
is my second glass. So,
Dang. Second bottle.
first glass of champagne. The one before it was red wine.
Oh, that's
I was
right.
thinking about it's New Year's Eve. I should have like a nice Manhattan.
Yep. Or
Yeah.
bonfire.
No, I would have been in bed at 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well. All right, Lewis. Thank you for joining me. Have a
All
happy New Year.
Are you too? Thanks, everybody. for
Everyone else that
listening to
came, thank you so much for coming and chit-chatting and making my night a little less
us. Boring.
boring than it would have been.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, be good.
All right, you too. See you later.
I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm using my mouse for my iPad. That's not good. Anyway, it's time to go. Have a good night, kids. Stay out of trouble. If you need bail money, don't hesitate to call.